Welcome to The Man in the Middle. I am your host, Bill West. I finally got to see the Batman this weekend. And I tell you, it was one of the best Batman movies I've ever seen. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen, actually. I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't think I was going to after the previews, after all the stuff I've heard about it. I really didn't think I was going to care too much for the Batman. But enjoy it, I did. Robert Pattinson, great Batman. Not too good Robin, or not Robin, Bruce Wayne. I didn't care for the emo Bruce, but I did like him as Batman. The Joker, or not the Joker, the Riddler was a cool character, way different than I'd seen anywhere else. Catwoman, who we just saw right there, beautiful young lady, daughter of Lenny Kravitz, Zoe Kravitz, daughter of Lenny Kravitz. Alfred, not my favorite Alfred. My favorite was Michael Gough from the Michael Keaton years. But, he was perfectly serviceable. Commissioner Gordon, he was all right. Not my favorite Commissioner Gordon, but, not bad. Penguin was okay. I want to see a movie where he's the boss. I want to see him be in charge of the crime syndicate instead of being a secondary. I liked that it was a more realistic take on the Batverse. It wasn't. I liked how Gotham wasn't as fanciful as in the Michael Keaton years, but not so much New York City as it was in the last trilogy. It was a nice mix of the two. You had the nice buildings, but you also had the down and dirty underbelly of Gotham, which was really cool. The Batmobile itself, not quite as sexy as. Just a second. Not quite as sexy as other Batmobiles, like the Tumbler or Michael Keaton's. I really loved Michael Keaton's Batmobile. I think it was probably the best one. But it was more realistic. It was a hot rod, with a jet engine on the back. Probably we'll get to see more later. The problems, I did have problems, and not many, but let's see, if I have to think of them, they're not that great. I did like the Joker sequence at the end. Oh, my big problem was the last half, or not the last half, the last act of the movie, where it turns in from a nice taut psychological thriller to a big action piece. Maybe they felt crowds wouldn't be happy with a pure psychological piece, which was too bad, because I really, really enjoyed this. Up until, the bombs blew up and Gotham started getting flooded. I'm sorry if you haven't seen the movie, spoilers. If they had ended the movie when Batman visited the Riddler in jail, and the Riddler says, "I know who you are," and they cut it there, I would have been happy. I would have been that. I think at that point I would have said this would have been a perfect movie, but they didn't, and they had to go in and make it a big budget, over the top action thing. Which, yeah, it's okay. But I think the last one just it didn't fit. I was talking about how long the movie was, and yeah, 3 hours is a little ridiculous. If they'd cut that last thing out, I think it would have been a nice tighter runtime, a nice tighter story. We could have had this come up in the next movie. But really, I think we could have could have been better. But I will tell you, I'm not I'm not unhappy with it. In fact, like I said, it's one of the best Batman movies. Uh, I mean, Batman, uh, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, not in any particular order, uh, and The Batman, top four. Uh, didn't care for The Dark Knight Returns. There were some serious problems in Dark Knight Returns. Uh, Batman and Robin. Uh, I can't remember. Can't remember the last. I don't know if that was the last one or not, or the one with the Val Kilmer and the guy from ER. I can't remember his name, but one of the last latter two of the Joel Schumacher era. Didn't care for them. I mean, there was some inspired casting. Tommy Lee Jones as Two Face, uh, Jim Carrey as the Riddler. They were inspired, but the films weren't as good. I wish Ben Affleck would have gotten his Batman. I would have liked to see him as Batman. I liked him in Batman v Superman and the Justice League. I just didn't think he was. I didn't think he had good films, much like Superman. But if you haven't seen this one, go see it. Don't wait for it to come out on video. Go see it. You're gonna love it. It's a really great movie. Uh, like I said, I don't have too much bad to say about it. Emo Bruce, I don't care for. The last big action scene, I don't care for, but the movie is really, really good. I'm Bill West. I'm the man in the middle, and this has been my review of The Batman. If you liked what you've seen today, please give me that thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If not, I talk about stuff every couple of days. I ramble on. You might like it, you might not, but, if nothing else, you get to see my beautiful face. You guys take care. I will talk to you again soon.